So it's that time of the year again. March Madness. Let's do this. Oh, and if you hear a dog bark in the background, I have a dog now, so. And I think right now you might be hearing a cat, because we have a cat as well. But, yeah, a year ago we didn't have a cat or a dog, and now we got both. But, anyways, I'm kind of delving away from the subject, so let's get started. Anyways, first off, we have 1 seed Auburn against the winner of Alabama State and St. Francis. This doesn't matter because they are losing to Auburn. And Auburn is the number 1 overall seed. Hey, Sushi, you want to make a bracket with us? Okay, Louisville and Creighton. Let me take a look. I'm just going to pick Louisville, I think. Yeah, pick Louisville. And here's my first upset. I'm picking UC San Diego to beat Michigan. Michigan just won the Big Ten tournament. I think they're going to be gassed. And they're going to lose to UC San Diego. I'll pick Texas A&M over Yale. Okay, and this one's interesting. We got San Diego State versus North Carolina in the first 4 game. A couple of years ago, I picked against my alma mater, San Diego State, in the first round, and they went on to the championship. So I'm not going to do that again. In fact, I'm going to pick them to beat North Carolina and Ole Miss. And honestly, I think North Carolina can beat Ole Miss as well. So I'm going to pick them. And I'm going to pick Iowa State to beat Lipscomb. I'm going to pick Marquette to beat New Mexico. I'm going to pick Michigan State to beat Bryant. And I was very disappointed Bryant won the America East Conference because they beat Maine, and Maine has never been to the tournament. In fact, the state of Maine has not ever had a team in March Madness, and they're the only state other than Alaska who doesn't even have a Division I team to never make it to March Madness. Anyways, I'm going to pick Auburn to beat Louisville, and I'm going to pick Texas A&M to beat UC San Diego. I'll pick Iowa State, and then I have Marquette upsetting Michigan State. Okay. And then Sweet 16 matchup. Auburn is going to fall. The number 1 overall seed is going to fall. Texas A&M is going on to the Elite 8, and I'm going to pick Marquette over Iowa State. And then we'll come back to this matchup. We got 4 versus 7, the Elite 8. Next, I'm going to pick Duke over the winner of American versus Mount St. Mary's, which I'm going to pick Mount St. Mary's, but that doesn't even really matter. And I'm going to pick Baylor over Mississippi State. I contemplated picking Liberty over Oregon, but I'm actually going to pick Oregon. And I'll pick Arizona over Akron. I'll pick VCU over BYU. And I'll pick Wisconsin over Montana. I actually went to a Wisconsin football game back in October. It was a good time. Jump around was really awesome. I'll pick St. Mary's over Vanderbilt, and I'll pick Alabama over Robert Morris. I'm pick St. Mary's to upset Alabama. I'll pick Wisconsin over VCU. I'll pick Oregon over Arizona, and I'll pick Duke over Baylor. Duke's going to beat Oregon. Wisconsin is going to beat St. Mary's. So we got 1 versus 3 in this Elite 8. Moving on. We'll pick Florida over Norfolk State. 2-time defending champion UConn will beat Oklahoma, but they aren't going to get past the second round this time. Okay, Colorado State versus Memphis. Interesting. Colorado State just won the Mountain West. They are hot. They are running a 10-game win streak. And they're going to get an 11-game win streak because I have them upsetting Memphis. And then I'll pick Grand Canyon over Maryland. I have Drake upsetting Mizzou. I have Texas Tech beating North Carolina Wilmington. And then I have Kansas beating my Arkansas Razorbacks. Yeah, I'm going to have to be picking that. I was actually kind of surprised Arkansas even made the tournament. In fact, there's 14 teams from the SEC in this bracket, which is crazy. Like literally only 2 teams from that conference didn't make the tournament. It's crazy. I'll pick St. John's over Omaha, who was in the tournament for the first time ever. Along with SIU Edwardsville, they're in the tournament for the first time ever as well. I'll pick Grand Canyon over Colorado State. We got 13 seed Cinderella right here. I'll pick Drake over Texas Tech. I'll pick Kansas over St. John's. I'll pick Kansas over Drake and Florida over Grand Canyon. And I'll come back to this, obviously, because I'll be talking about my Final Four after I fill out this side of the bracket, which good on SIU Edwardsville and making the tournament for the first time ever. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Houston to beat them. And I'm going to pick Gonzaga over Georgia. I'm picking McNeese State to upset Clemson. I made a lot of friends at Clemson watch parties, but I'm sorry. I'm going to say sorry to them. I'll pick Purdue over High Point. And I'm probably going to be picking Texas here to beat Xavier, but I have them losing to Illinois. I'll pick Kentucky over Troy. I'll pick UCLA over Utah State. And I'll pick Tennessee over Wofford. And then we have a Tennessee-Kentucky matchup here. McNeese State upsetting Purdue as well. And Houston upset. Oh, that's not an upset at all. What am I talking about? Houston beating Gonzaga. Houston's going to the Elite Eight. Actually, no, I'm actually going to change this pick. McNeese State is going to pull a 3rd straight upset, going to the Elite Eight, and they'll be facing off against the Tennessee Vols. And so our Final Four is set. Well, not set yet. I'm picking the Final Four right now, and I have the biggest shocker of all time is that I'm picking 2 7 seeds to get to the Final Four. Marquette and Kansas, and they're going to be playing each other here. And I'll pick Tennessee over McNeese State, and I'll be picking Duke over Wisconsin. So we have only a single 1 seed Duke. We have Tennessee, Marquette, and Kansas. I'm going to pick Kansas over Marquette. And then this one, just reading up about them a bit. Tennessee has a lockdown defense. Duke is one of the best teams in the country. I mean, they're the number 2 overall team in the country. I'm going to pick Tennessee, actually. And I'm going to pick Kansas to win it all. So my national champion pick is Kansas. Bit of a risk being a 7 seed, but you know what? And my bracket is called the Brace 9000, if you're wondering. But yeah, I'm picking Kansas over Tennessee, and I'm going to do 90-81 as the final score. Let's see this bracket get busted. And like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and you can check out my other channel. It's got more on it. Should be linked in the channel description. But anyways, you can also watch my previous bracket videos as well, and one where I correctly predicted the national champion pick, the national champion and runner-up. So that was back in 2017 I did that. So anyways, we'll see how this bracket does. Go ahead and save it. And you all have the best day ever. And As I said, let's see this bracket and other brackets get busted. All right.